Hey friends, it's Dorian and we are back for another speed build. This is my first one, also back on camera. So hi, if you're used to past videos, the background might look a little bit different. I did switch my office around a bit, and just in time too, because the ceiling in my old office collapsed. It's been fixed now, no one's hurt, but yeah, lots of fun there. But anyway, let's get back to the build. So this is a speed build for a basement apartment, and this is a built on a 20 by 15 lot, Courtyard Lane neighborhood in Willow Creek. It's that empty lot across from the pancakes, if that helps at all. And the idea here was, I've actually done a basement apartment before. The idea here was I took a debug or a live edit like main house, and I put that on the first floor, and I'm basically just building out the basement underneath of it, giving exterior access, and just turning this into a basement apartment. I did one of these before, but this time, now that we actually have like the for rent pack, I figured it would make a little more sense to try this out. With that said, I will be uploading a version to the gallery that is also just like a regular house as well. So if you wanted to buy it instead of renting it, you could. But yeah, so this is the rent is going to be $132 per day. When I was building this, I didn't take into account furniture. So with the optional furniture, it's like 41K. So sorry about that. But maybe one day I will actually try to build like an actual like starter home. But yeah, anyway, we did a debug house on the first floor, which we kind of breezed through it quickly right here, but we'll see it at the end when I do the tour. And I just used like the hazard tape fence from Get Famous to block it off, because the debug or live edit stuff doesn't have collision. So if not, your Sims will just walk through it. But yeah, right now we're doing the basement. I did section off part of it just because I thought the space was too large, but this is going to be 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. We just did the bathroom for the main bedroom. Now we're doing like a semi walk-in closet. I did use the actual closet from Get Together, but I created a little walk-in space as well. Within the, this is the master bedroom, setting up the bed, setting up the, decoration. There's been a lot of stuff added to the pack since last time I played regularly. I think I've said down quite a few videos now. It can be a little overwhelming at times, but, here we go. So yeah, just did the bed. Doing the end tables. This is a little trick. I've done this before, and I think I did like a tutorial video on it. I hate the size of most of the end tables. So what I'll end up doing is I'll size them down and then use like a smaller end table to like place the products, and then just like place it onto the new table. Because if you size down a table, you just try to place it as is, everything's gonna kind of float. But this is like a trick I learned a few years back from like another Twitch streamer. I did create a tutorial video on it at some point, but yeah. So that's that. Adding the TV. You'll see throughout, I do use a bit of the tool mod. This should not make any difference at all if you download the lot, if you don't have the mod. I think it shouldn't be any issue, even if you do it on console. Some people do like some really extravagant, like amazing stuff with tool. I really just do it like a little more granular as far as like placing objects. As far as like, especially like elevating or like elevating or de-elevating, lowering objects. And then I also use it to kind of get a little more granular control as far as like sizing items, especially like rugs and stuff. But yeah, right now just finishing up the main bedroom, doing a lot of decor. And yeah, so I hope you all have been doing well. Like I said, I'm in a new office space. I actually just moved upstairs from where our old office was. So yeah, it looks a little bit different, but I finally got everything set up the way I liked it, especially once I found like my old streaming gear. So I got my lights and my camera and everything. So hopefully we're gonna be doing a few more. I'm probably not gonna be doing streaming too much, but I'm hopefully you guys will be able to see my beautiful face when I do the videos. But yeah, right now we're doing the kids room. This is changed a bit. You'll see once we do the tour versus what's in the speed build, just because I didn't realize I put the bathroom door, I was blocking the bathroom door with a desk chair, and then the beds, like try to do like that L-shaped formation with the bunk beds, but I tried to put a side table underneath of it as well, and the game did not like that, so I ended up switching some things around. Like I said, we'll see it once we do the tour though. But yeah, right now it's just a lot of decorating, trying to find the right item. I do go back and forth quite a bit with this. I'll say better build by, which is a mod I use all the time. It does have the ability to like favorite objects. I think I need to start actually taking advantage of that, because right now I just scramble through multiple menus trying to find objects that I know exist, but then also I'm seeing like all this brand new stuff, because I think there's been like several, I get probably at least like 10 or 12 packs between expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs, and kits since I last was like playing regularly, which was around like mid 2022. So yeah, there's been a lot. Also want to note in the speed build, I did skip the other two bathrooms. Once you've seen one bathroom, you've seen them all. I will show them when we do the tour, but I didn't think it was necessary to include it in the speed build because this section took a while. I was unlike my last two where I pre-built it and then just kind of rebuilt it for the video. This one I was trying to build from scratch, and it makes it more of a challenge because you end up with a longer video, and I end up cutting so much time where I'm just like going through and like sorting through the different stuff. But yeah, anyway, now we're doing the kitchen. These are the base game cabinets that got the color swatch update a few years ago. Overall, they make them much more versatile, works out very well. The only thing I don't like is that the uppers still don't 100% match like the lower cabinets. Like you can see here, like there's a darker line separating the cabinet doors on the uppers than the lowers. They're the same colors overall. It makes it look a little off. It's not I don't think it's probably not a huge deal, but it just bugged me a little bit. So, but yeah, just trying to fill out some decor stuff. Like I said, there's been a lot of additions, so trying to learn some new things, and yeah, trying to think of what else to talk about right here. So I always feel like I'm rambling when I try to do my voice over the speed build stuff, but you know, it's part for the course, I guess. So but yeah, so anyway, we just finished the kitchen. Right now we're kind of doing the living room and dining room space. And yeah, pretty straightforward. We're trying to fit everything so you can still walk around it, but still trying to give enough space to actually live. This has been fully play tested. That's why I had to make some of the changes in the kids' room, but everything else should work okay. The color scheme, it's a lot of light and bright colors. It actually does look much more similar than I intended to the basement apartment that I had made previously. And like I said, next time I do this, we'll probably try to make it like starter home friendly, because I forgot that when you rent something, it takes into account the furniture prices. So while I was trying to play test it, that's like, oh, $123 a day in rent. That's not a big deal, but oh, there's like $40,000 worth of equipment in here. So I was trying to knock my budget down to like negative 27. With that said, if you turn on, well, if you have enough money, it's not an issue. But I think if you turn on the free real estate cheat, so it's testing cheats on, and just like I think it's just like free real estate on, free real estate space on. That should you should be able to move in here without any issue. I don't know too much about all the other gameplay in like for rent. Like I know there's like utilities and stuff you can fix. I didn't include any of that. I should probably take some time to learn how all the newer packs work before I try to do builds, but having like rental units like this custom, I've been waiting for this forever. Like I said, I've tried to make basement apartments before. I did like in a garage apartment, but you always just had to buy them because they weren't actual rental lots. But now you can actually make rental lots. It makes me happy. But yeah, I think we're just about finished up on the inside here. Just adding a few extra little tchotchkes. Nothing too crazy. Adding some rugs. And yeah, I think we're going to be jumping over to the exterior shortly. And yeah, the exterior, I think it came together pretty nicely. Like I said, I use a live edit. The main house, that pink house, is basically a live edit object. So you can't actually access it. And because there is no collision, I had to put like the Get Famous hazard tape fencing around it, just so you can't like end up walking through it. I also tried to section off a larger part of the backyard for like the owners of like the main house. But you know, if you move in here, you'll have like your little section as well. I'll have a grill, patio furniture, a swing set if you do have kids, and a couple of garden plots. Nothing too fancy. And then beyond that, the rest of it is just kind of landscaping. I really like landscaping in this game because it's very hard to do too much. Especially like exterior stuff, like especially the plants, you can overlap them and kind of create some like newer, like better looking stuff. So you'll see that quite a bit. I do like some of the hedges on the exterior by kind of like, you know, they slightly overlap, so it's not just like it looks like all one unit. And I fill it out with like some ground filler, some flowers, everything like that. Mostly to try to hide around the main house, try to hide like the hazard tape, but also I think it looks pretty. Like this particular hedge and these wildflowers, I use them all the time just because I think they're gorgeous. So yeah, at this point we're just finishing up some landscaping, and you'll see I switch over to night mode just so I can add the lights, make sure everything's properly illuminated. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this came together really well. But yeah, we're just done the speed build here too, just making a few last minute tweaks, and then we'll jump over to the build tour. So see you guys in a bit. All right, friends, so here we are in Willow Creek. I think my camera is hiding a lot, but it was Potter Splay, the 30 by 20. I think I said 20 by 15 before, but, you know, 30 by 20. Is $132 per day with optional furniture. It's almost an extra $41,000 on top of that. That was not my intention originally, but, you know, I think, if, like I said, if you turn on free real estate, you should be fine, or if you have enough money, you should be fine. With that said, I will try to build some more starter home friendly stuff soon, because it's a basement apartment. In my mind, that would be like a starter place. But I do kind of want to try a few more of these. I also want to try to build another like garage apartment, so I'll definitely keep that in mind then. But, you know, for right now, this one is what it is. I will be uploading it to the gallery as a rental, but I'll also just like a regular residential, so that way you can buy it if you want to. Yeah, we're gonna go in now. Still at night, and yeah, here we are. So this is the exterior. Like I mentioned before, this is not a real house. This is just a live edit object and a live edit foundation. You can kind of see closely, I did put like the hazard tape around it. And again, that's just to prevent your sim being able to like walk through here, because there is no collision, so they're literally just gonna walk through the wall. But yeah, so here's the mailbox. The idea would be you come in through your little side entrance over here. You have side access to your yard, where you have a grill, little patio. I'm gonna go patio, swing set, and then a couple of garden spots. This rest of this is not accessible as is, but if you wanted to add a gate or whatever, you could totally do that. Oh yeah, but now we're just gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna try to see if I can like do this naturally, like you're walking down there, but you know, we'll see how it works. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. All right, so we're walking in here. We got our walkway. You know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay. All right, so we got our little walkway here, with the shoe rack, a little coat rack, leads to our kitchen, where, yeah, we have just a basic stove, sink, fridge, microwave, our little dining room spot, our little living room spot, our little plant stand. Going into the master bedroom. Let me see if I can go back in the, there we go. Leave the blue lines around here just because it's a rental property, but yeah, going to the master bedroom. Not much. It's, you know, basic bed. You got the bed, you got a bookshelf, you got a desk. One thing I did want to call out, I didn't mention the speed build. I really like this like little like sparkly like starry effect. I think this is from Love Struck. You can also see here where I talked about how I like sized down this table. This particular table is gigantic. It is literally, it's like a 1 tile by 1 tile size table. It is basically almost this exact size as an armchair, but if you size it down and you get like a smaller side table, I used one of the ones from Island Living, specifically for this video, but Dream Home Decorator has another small one, and you place the objects onto it. You can like alt place them, so that way if you see them, I move the table, like these don't follow, they're alt placed, so that's all that is. But yeah, if I tried to like rearrange anything now, you'll see like all of a sudden it starts floating, so that's why I do that. Just make it look more realistic. But yeah, we got our bathroom here, pretty straightforward. Got our closet, like a little walk-in closet spot, but then we actually have like the actual closet as well. Going over to the kids' room, you see where I made a few tweaks. I moved the beds so they're just like directly underneath of each other now, so they're both accessible. Also changed the orientation of the desk just because this chair was blocking the bathroom, but not too many other changes in here. This console, I think, was from, it was either the Happy at Home or from the holiday, trying to think, the holiday like timed event. So if it was from Happy at Home, you should already have it, because I think they patched everything in. If you didn't play the holiday event, you might not have this, but there's other consoles you can sub in if you need to. But yeah, going in here, we have the kids' bathroom. Not much. The only thing we're calling out here is a few more cluttery things, and then we have like our half bath. So this is fairly straightforward. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it. It's a small-ish apartment, so not too much to talk about. I am really happy with the way it came together, though. I do, in hindsight, I would probably make it a little cheaper, but I think came together nicely, and I love that we actually can turn any residential lot into a rental now. So that's it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for checking out this speed build. And listen, I'm very, very happy with the way they put together, even if it is a little more costly. And I'm just happy back in general. I'm happy to have my setup back again so that you guys can see my face. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Look for more of these soon. Got a bunch more builds planned. Have some gameplay stuff I'm thinking about going back to. Like I said before, I'm probably not gonna go back to any of my prior series, so I'll probably be starting fresh. But if there's anything you guys want to see, please leave a comment. And actually, if you guys could just leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys have been awesome and showed so much support, especially with the movie theater build. I think that one is still getting a lot of views, which I'm really excited about. So I'm hoping to bring more stuff to you soon. With that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.